Alright. I'm gonna hop into some gameplay here. If I need to adjust audio, up, down, or otherwise, definitely let me know. We are on Chapter 2, and very much towards the end of Chapter 2. So if you are avoiding spoilers, now's a very, very, very good time to lurk or step away. Oh man, can we go get a photo mode with the big snick? The lighting makes Cloud look a little haunted there. Yeah, we need to get some distance. Oh, the tree. We just need to go a bit this way, maybe? Oh, that's cool. That's a pretty cool shot right there. And you can even hide your party too, but we're gonna keep them there. All right. So before we kind of proceed any further, there's quite a bit of stuff that I haven't got to back here yet. So I kind of would like to do that. So I'm going to fast travel back to here because we got a tower here. And we got a tower up here to get to. Yeah, let's fast travel to this Chocobo stop. And that way we can grab these towers and a couple things before we get any further into the story. Because this game is just so good that I just, I don't want to rush it by any means. No, I wanted to break the boxes, please. And yep, you can customize some of the accessories you put on your Chocobo too, which is really fun. Oh, I forgot when you're near Midgar, the Hollow theme from Remake plays. Forgot about that. It is a very nice touch. What I should do, just set a map marker so it's easier to find here. Okay, yep, that's our way forward. And it's cool, you can still see Midgar in the distance. Oh, we got something. Okay, Firebolt Blade.
Keep it together.
Yeah, I'll do it. Suck it. Yeah, yeah.
Thought there was something glowing in the distance there. You know, I've just had these like little glimpses of goosebumps in everything while playing this game, just because it's like it just feels so surreal, and I'm just loving every minute of it so far, just every single minute. So it just feels just a little bit like a dream. I don't think I can really go anywhere up here. At least we're filling in part of the map, right? I suppose I could have jumped on the Chocobo and done this.
Bring it home!
Come on!
There we go.
Finish him off! Let's keep it up!
I might have to make Tifa the party leader, because just with her fighting style and everything, so much fun to play as her character. Map. I keep making that mistake of hitting that button instead of the map button. Alright, so let's fast travel back to here and get this other tower.
Keep it together.
Oh boy. Oh boy, we're not doing too good.
Gotta be smart. Nothing to it.
Barrett. Can you heal Cloud, please?
Bring it!
And Cloud, you need to heal Tifa. Oh, we got a limit break. We haven't used Tifa's limit break yet. Let's go ahead and do that.
Not bad, but not my best.
So it's kind of like the remake setup where you can't carry a limit break over to a new battle. But I think the charge carries over as long as you're not on full limit break. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I might be speaking out of turn. I might be speaking out of turn on that. Oh, okay. Got quite a bit of stuff down there. And the cool thing is, they give you tons of incentive to do these side missions and fill out the towers and everything. Tons of incentive for that. I still need to do those ones over there, apparently. But we'll get these ones first. Oh, we need to follow the owl. Right. Oh. There it is. Wait a second, where did this thing go? And there's, it's hard to explain what they've done with the soundtrack here, because there's like little flourishes, like that little bit of a theme as we got to the life spring here. That it had little bits of that intro, the very, very intro of the original game, or the remake, that it's just cool. To have like that little bit of bits of these songs, and the way they weave in and out is just so well done. They've done a lot of really, really special things, especially with the soundtrack. A natural passage through the mountains between Junin and the grasslands, this mine has long served as a rich source of mithril. The mineral boasts an exquisite shimmer and remarkable strength, and was historically used to fashion the very finest weapons and armor, but it fell out of favor after Shinra developed superior synthetic materials. After the mine was closed, the Republic of Junin converted it into a tunnel for the general public, allowing travel to and from the grasslands. The glistening mithril deposits drew regular sightseers as well. Following Shinra's triumph over the Republic, however, the tunnel has been effectively abandoned. Various sections have fallen into disrepair, and the depths are host to untold dangers. The Mithril Mine, changing with the times. Oh. Absolutely in love with the soundtrack. All right, so we can do a divine intel over there. Let's see how we can make it up that way. Hey, this will tell us right where to go.
The people of the grasslands once believed that earthquakes would occur if they angered Titan. Kong's present-day harvest festival most likely originated as a ritual offering of crops meant to appease him.
Hey, there we go. Found it. Yeah, let's go ahead. Circle, circle. Circle, circle. Nice. Dot, 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 dot. dot, com, Strufty.
That concludes our analysis of the Grassland Summon Crystals. Thank you. Now Titan will become an even more formidable ally. Congratulations.
Both protected, true. That is true. Oh, hi, Ross. What's up, puppy dog? Huh? Wanted some pets? Wanted some pets. You might be safe from spoilers here for a bit, Strufty. I decided to go towards some side questing for a bit before I proceed with the story. Okay, so the question is, can I pop over on the other side of that? Or should I should probably just safe or fast travel to this life spring. So I mean, that is fair. That is fair, dude. I totally get that as well. Classified foes. Once a specific number of life springs has been surveyed, the location of an especially powerful fiend will be revealed. Upon arrival, hold triangle to lure out your foe, but be warned, you cannot flee from these battles. So, probably should heal up.
You have arrived in the lair of the majestic Quetzalcoatl. Make certain you're prepared before attempting to challenge it.
Oh, I need to up my crafting game. Mixed potion, that's pretty nice. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay. And then do we have, I think we had an ether? Okay, we don't. I think that's fine for now. Let's save. Okay, I don't want to overwrite the first one because that's where my let's go up here. My first save is where I have the piano, and I don't want to overwrite that. All right. Oh, yes. This music.
Think you're tough?
Yeah, it's probably pretty tough.
Bottle identified. Commencing baggage protocol. A cross between a dragon and a bird, the solitary Quetzalcoatl is simply breathtaking. It's little wonder that the ancient people perceived him merely as a god. While the creatures typically prefer to stay in its hunting grounds and nest, it's been decided to rarely inconvenience in recent years.
Tifa.
Bongo's deleterious effects on its habitat have likely driven it to prey on livestock. Gaining more
Take
intel
the lead.
on its
All right.
ecosystem. Coexist once more. The grassland ecosystem is in your hands. Currently gathering combat data on target.
Damn it! Got a whole heap of land with your name on it! Bring in the heat!
Okay, and we have the bonus round.
Got something just for that! Ooh, gotta love!
Oh boy, Cloud is not doing good. Cloud can do heals now, so we're gonna cure him first.
Want some more? This is gonna stand!
I don't know why I just used lightning on the Thunderbird.
Suck on this! Gotta That'll do! What the hell are you doing? Come on!
Now that's the spirit.
Almost to a stagger. There we go. No, come on. We want dive kick.
Let's pour on the
Leave it to me. Take him down.
Let's do this! Give it all!
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Yeah, I should have done that during the stagger.
Good job.
Okay, now we have a bit of MP we can use for free.
No more games. It's over.
We're gonna summon. What we should do is see what it's weak to.
Allow me.
Okay, while staggered, it's weak to ice, and it is weak to ice. So we're gonna use Shiva.
Hope you're ready.
Bring it on! Keep it up! You're up. And bam, surprise!
Oh, nice. Almost got a stagger.
I almost feel sorry for that.
There we go. Limit break time.
Giving it my all. Victory is almost guaranteed. Bring it. Spectacular.
Not throwing in the towel.
Someone, anyone, we need help.
This has got to do it. Because it's weak against ice. Won't be. That's why.
No beast can stand against you.
See ya.
We can definitely do a doggo treat there, Lighthawk.
Quetzalcoatl defeated. Amazing work as always, Cloud. Your heroic victory over that vicious creature was a feast for the eyes.
I suppose it falls to me to make Mai's presence more tolerable.
How do you... Volume levels decreasing? Wait.
Now then, allow me to congratulate you on your victory over that beast. And thank you for the valuable biological data. You should now be able to craft the requisite part for the windmill. No doubt Mildred is impatiently awaiting its delivery.
I don't think Chadley has much of a leg to stand on there. Just gonna say. All right, so we need to transmute our windmill part, I thought. Oh, we need to go over to our key items. There we go. It looks like I can make these copper and wood sprite armlets too. And then I can make the enhanced edition of these. Sweet. I'm actually going to give that one to Tifa. The enhanced copper one. Oh, we got some materia slots too. Nice. Okay, so let's go. Awfully close to that, but let's just go ahead and go up here. Drop off our windmill part. Yeah.
Now that is a quality design! No Shinra knockoffs can compare to Republic ingenuity. Okay, time to see if she works. Hot damn! Look at that!
Ooh, nice.
It's amazing. Incredible. Wow. The blades are spinning! Actually spinning! What a sight! Oh, I can't wait to find out how much power it can generate. I wish Broden was here for this. He'd have loved to see these windmills running again. Maybe one day. Well, anyway, thank you. You've helped me fulfill a dream of mine. Guess you're heading back to Calm?
What's the plan?
When you see Broden, you tell him, hurry up and get better, would ya? We got a whole wide world to see. Or something along those lines.
All right. Orb of cleansing materia. Okay. And what does that do precisely? Oh, nice. Yep. Definitely need that. And what else do we have? We have the fire and ice. She's got blizzard. Got auto cast. Let's reorder this. So let's throw ice here. Cleansing down here. Chakra down here. And then auto cast up here with blizzard. There we go. And then cloud, we can change you from having the metal bracer to the wood enhanced wood sprite armlet. There we go. And we'll give you the fire and ice. Yeah, so fire and ice on cloud. And then I can't remember if there's a bench here. I don't remember seeing one. The case, let's go to Oliver's farm because I know we have a bench there. I mean, and if it lets you know how expansive this is, I mean, you can usually get from Calm to Junin in maybe like a few hours in the OG, maybe 8 hours. Like, we're 9 hours into the game, almost 10, and we've still got a long ways to go. Oh, dude, I appreciate the world out of that. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your dinner. If you don't mind sharing with us what you're having, feel free to do that. Make us proper jealous if you want to, but if you don't want to, I totally understand as well. There's no pressure at all. Hunter's Bangle. It's good for Barrett. And how we doing with our folios? We got some to spend. HP by 200. Kinda like that max HP up. Okay, looks like Barrett's at a bit of a standstill. Tifa might be as well. Red, what are we looking at? Yep, he is also. And so is Aerith. Alright. Oh, General So's or General Sows? Oh my lord, yes. Enjoy, dude. That sounds amazing. That sounds absolutely amazing. Okay, let's throw that bangle on Barrett before I forget. It looks like we just have this and that to go on that side, so. Looks like our closest spot might be this. Good old Razor gave me a pop-up on my screen. We found the owl, so we just need to follow him now. There we are. Got a lot of intel for this region.
Cloud! Upon analyzing the data from the Lifespring, I was able to locate a new transmuter chip. It's among the refuse left over from the pipeline's construction. Though a touch far from your current location, it's a rather short Chocobo ride.
Nice. Oh, and we can fast travel over there too. Alright, what's that up there? Looks like a materia or something. Let's see if we can get to that glowing dot. Unless that's our side mission thing. How was your weekend, Panda? Are you also playing some Rebirth? And if you are playing some Rebirth, what chapter are you on? Oh, the glowing thing was just the tower. Okay. And never mind on that. We're going to fast travel. Oh, you finished a couple days ago. Very nice. Spoiler-free take on the game, Panda. Was it everything you thought, or just absolutely everything more? Because so far this game has just been everything more. And I love this little bit of Chocobo Hot and Cold. It's just a neat little addition that we didn't necessarily need. But it's just so fun. Oh, hold on. So was it actually up on top of the thing? Yeah, I'm still in chapter 2. Despite being like nearly 10 hours in. You won't give anything away. I look forward to talking with you about it when I get to certain spots, or kind of get to a point where I can form my own opinion on it. Alright, so it's got to be in here. Yeah, okay. There we go. Camaraderie earrings. Very nice. I appreciate it, Strufty. Okay. I love the music in these areas too. Ooh, high power wrist guards. Okay, so it's probably in there. Oh. Oh, not far enough. Sky Pacer, welcome in, dude. An enhanced hunter's bangle too. Very worthwhile. How was your weekend? What have you been up to? Besides Helldivers 2, or what was the other one that you were recommending for me? What games have you been up to? What have you been getting down with, Sky Pacer? All right. Transmutant time. Enhanced Hunter's Bangle. Camaraderie earrings. So we need... Oh, okay. Damage dealt with synergy skills. And then high power wrist guards. Oh, we've got plenty to make 2 of those. Oh, and some enhanced magical earrings too. Sweet. Very nice. And I like how you can craft it while like those are still on your characters. That is a nice touch for a modern game. Helldivers 2 is a lot of fun. Also in last chapter of Liza P. Let's go, dude. Excellent. Still playing Spider-Man 2. I'll beat that one of these days. I'll probably get to Spider-Man 2, honestly, at this point. Either end of this year or early next year, pending anything else gets released that just completely draws me in. It's absolutely insane what they've done with the gaming industry this year. It's just hard to believe the amount of games we've been treated to. Absolutely insane. Yeah, 2023 and early 2024 is definitely an embarrassment of riches, for sure. As gamers, we are feasting. Alright, so I need to get to here. But can I get there from here? Is the question. Looks like it might be so. Rise of Ronin, Dogma 2, yeah. Lots of good stuff. And some of these are such big games that, I mean, we're going to be playing them for ages to come. Pressure with both fire and ice, okay.
Rare move variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. The ever-vigilant move possesses an incredible memory. And once you trespass on its territory, it can and will track you down in order to exact revenge.
Well, we have fire and ice, don't we?
The crew have a massive underground network with information on food sources and predators. Frankly, it rivals Tabby's own network. Don't you need to see why there are darkly twitchy tails?
Okay. So let's hit fire on that one.
It's on you. Yeah, I got this. Your child knows no bounds. Hold on. Get down. There.
Can we stagger it before it dies? There we go.
Wow.
Now we just have to finish him off before time runs out.
I got it. Bundle up.
And give it some ice.
Congratulations! You managed to complete all the intel objectives.
Very nice.
Cloud,
Cloud! I see that you completed that challenge with grace and panache.
don't you know it's rude to interrupt?
I didn't know such thing.
Oh my goodness.
In any case, Cloud, I've analyzed the battle data you sent and constructed a new virtual combat trial. I hope it's to your liking.
Okay. So that one's done. And now we need to get to that one and that one. Yeah, let's go to this Chocobo stop. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to do at least 2 weeks of this game. And then we'll see kind of where I'm feeling with it. I may throw Final Fantasy 16 back on Fridays until we finish that one out. And then Monday we might go back to Elden Ring in a couple weeks. But we'll see here. Oh, it's right there at the bottom. Move it, Tifa. Okay, I meant to go to that combat trial, but let's just go up to this one instead. Oh man, this landscape is just beautiful.
Cloud, the proto-relic should be somewhere in your vicinity. It may not be in plain sight, but I trust you'll be able to find it.
Okay. The gate is locked. We need to find ourselves a proto-relic. And I just love, you can see Midgar in the distance. I mean, this game, you know, I wish that my PS4 friends could play this, but like it just doesn't seem like this would be capable of being played on a PS4. Just the amount of drawing distance this has is insane. Just seeing if there's maybe something I can, like a key or something over here. Oh, hey. How about a hole in the gate?
Yep, this here's something that will appreciate.
No way.
I appreciate it. Wait, what are we?
These sound like the guys from the slums.
Oh shit!
It's them.
What the hell you people doing here?
We know who they are.
Oh,
We'll ask anyway.
like you forgot Beck's badasses.
Yeah, you waltzed into our home and beat us to shit! We hadn't even done nothing!
You big jerks! You're responsible for the destruction of our charitable organization.
Oh, are we?
Oh, this remix is awesome too.
Wouldn't you like to know? I mean, I would too, and it looks like crap. But it's definitely pulsing with a ridiculous amount of power.
Once we flip it, we'll be swimming in lakes of gil!
Hey, Cloud, isn't that...
Midgar isn't big enough for us. We're taking our operations worldwide.
We've gone legit! We're a business now!
They're a special kind of stupid. If Shinra can take over the world with Mako, then all we gotta do is find our own treasures, and then we'll be on top. Yeah, we're gonna appreciate all of the things. Hold on, now you're after our treasure?
Well, sucks to be you! We found it!
Yeah, we're the only ones who can appreciate it.
Is it the nail bat? Because I hope it's the nail bat that he's holding.
Now,
Yeah.
You really think that's enough to intimidate the likes of...
No, please, it's all yours! Just don't hurt us again!
Wait, Dad! Wait, we're freaking out! Now listen here, numbnuts. I got a foolproof plan. I call it... Use a decoy!
Yeah?
Where's the decoy? All of you, that's who!
Wait.
Gentlemen, it has been an honor. Meet back in the hideout!
Damn it! Decoy's attack!
let's go. He's on now. Take the lead.
Need my help, do you? You got this!
There we go. Yeah, I remembered Bert being the difficult one in Remake as well. This song is pretty nice though.
Come on! Yeah! Look it down! Gotcha! There! Give him your arm!
Cloud, my readings indicate the proto-relic is on the move. Would you mind updating me on the situation?
Bandits beat us to it.
Oh? I see. Fortunately, I've already ascertained the proto-relic's destination. Would you mind heading there?
Sure. All I gotta say is thank goodness for fast travel.
Now's our chance. Let's catch up with Beck.
Hey, wait for me!
Alright. So we'll head over here. Use the Chocobo. Deptus, how is Helldivers 2 treating you? How is your week getting off to hopefully a wonderful start? And Adeptus just started streaming recently too, so if you don't mind going to say hello, that would be much, much appreciated. All right.
Cloud, I've picked up readings from the proto-relic. I believe the bandits are close by. And busy preparing a meal, if I'm not mistaken. They may flee if openly confronted. I suggest using those shipping containers to cover your approach.
Stealth mission.
How could you ditch us like that, boss?
Don't be an idiot. I had to for the treasure, obviously. I was inconsolable.
You don't scare me. Consolable? What's that?
Oh, it's like when you're,
Huh?
consolable, but not.
Oh, I get it. You think that Meg's gonna come after us? I'm hungry.
Okay, we'll hide out here till that merc gives up.
Hey,
Wonder how
boss.
much the guys
Can
got.
we eat yet? I'm hungry.
Ain't ready yet, dingus. We call it well done, cause shit's gotta get done well, not poorly.
Yeah, Lord, that
I think you
smell.
got it done too well.
Hey, are you a chef? You got a puffy hat?
Okay.
Time to eat! Time to eat! Okay, we'll hide out here till that merc gives up.
Hey, boss.
I could eat
Can we eat yet? I'm hungry.
Ain't ready yet, dingus. We call it well done, cause shit's gotta get done well, not poorly.
Yeah, but
Nope.
I saw something
too well.
Hey, are you a chef? You got a puffy hat?
Okay. Think we got it?
If that's not well done, I don't know what is. Presenting the finest food you'll ever eat. French fucking bird! You're the best, boss! Turned out pretty good if I do say so myself. Okay, boys, time to chow down!
Wow, these guys are not very smart. They're just like standing right in the way. And they didn't notice us one bit. Gonna drop in on them. All right, round two.
We're so dead.
Get a grip, would ya?
Welcome in, DJ Wife.
You want this thing that bad, huh?
I mean, I want to say just, yeah.
Ain't in the talking mood, huh? Well, we sure as hell ain't gonna just hand it over.
I don't have time for this.
Right now, boss.
Relax, boys. I've got just the plan. I call it baiting the hook.
Yeah, hook in the bait. What's the bait?
For all intensive purposes, it's you. Here, take this.
Thanks. Can I eat it?
Tuck it for the gotcha!
No! Don't eat me!
I love the remixes they have on this. It's a lot of fun.
Time to die!
That wasn't good.
Watch and learn!
Alright, Cloud. I want to do an assess with Cloud before that thing perishes. Spearhawk.
Let's do it right.
It is weak to fire and wind. And Butch, what are your weaknesses here, dude?
Too bad.
Also fire. Nice. And Barrett has Fiery Impulse. Perfect.
That was so worth it!
So, Cloud?
Yeah.
Really does not appear to be at your location.
I know, Chadley.
You can track it, can't you?
I most certainly can. Not only that, I've deduced where the bandits are headed next. And on that note, I'll let you get back to it.
Alright, so we're almost done with the region intel here. Oh, and it's close to a fast travel. That's nice. Yeah, let's take care of these dudes. We should probably rest at the Chocobo stop. Oh, and DJ Wife, if you haven't seen the baby Chocobo yet. So cute. And he just dances a little happy dance after the pet. I want one. I want one. See, I can't tell if the cushion is for making sure you don't get germs from the seat or because the seat is so non-cushioned. But either way, it works. Yeah, the cutest Chocobo, the most controversial Moogle. You know what? I like the Moogles. I would say they look creepy, like with the teeth in a still frame. Like all the still frame pictures I've seen. But in full motion, they look just fine. And that's just not me just being an apologist and total fanboy. I feel like it works if you're not just taking a screenshot.
Hey, what you doing with the hideout key?
Buried it underground so nobody can find it.
You idiot! What if some good-for-nothing thugs break in and we get locked out? Where'd you come from? Save everyone the trouble and hand it over.
Not the trouble, anything but that. Just do what he says, boss.
I've still got a trick up my sleeve. A trick I like to call diversionary tactics.
Just stop letting them talk and just fight.
I bet you couldn't guess who's got it, even if you tried.
Oh, it's definitely Burke.
Me? You see?
The correct answer is... Ta-da!
Me!
Look at these chumps. Our tactics got them totally divergent.
What do we do now, boss?
Isn't it obvious? We make a run for it!
Wait a sec, boss. What about the key?
He ain't going nowhere. Just leave
Alright, so I'm guessing they're all weak to fire. So let's do Firebolt Blade.
Deal Deal with that. Now's our chance.
There we go.
I suppose we all have our off days.
Chadley.
That's the plan. Once they lead us to their hideout, then we hit them.
I'm sorry to have ever doubted you. Before you resume your hunt, however, I'll need you to unearth the key they there. It shouldn't be too tough if you have a Chocobo.
Yep, I did give my Chocobo the battle bird armor. Oh, come on. Let's angle a bit better here. Okay. Maybe it's out there then? Aha. There we go.
Looks like you found the key. Great. And in other news, the bandits have stopped running. Let's hope that the fourth time will be the proverbial charm.
I hope so too, Chadley. Of course it's got to be a spot that's hard to get to. Oh, the key. Okay. That's cool. Because where Barrett started to walk to at the beginning, wasn't there like a gate over here? And then they make it pay off with a side mission. That is cool. I dig this a lot. And that was my only big complaint on 16, was the lack of a proper Chocobo theme. It was just like a little bit of a fanfare, so I'm happy they have one in this game.
That's the building. At one point, it was used for the storage of Shinra property, but the bandits have since turned it into a hideout and probably filled it with traps.
Hey, boss. I don't get it. Why are we bring dead in the hideout? Obviously, so we can bring one over on the front, dumbass. Oh, one over? Fine, use that brain of yours. You can't make a dead guy any deader, right? He wasted his time attacking us, so we won't. Just work.
Can we drop that on him?
That's why the posse trick is
The hell you think you're doing? Disfiguring defenseless corpses. You should be ashamed. Now listen, what I'm trying to say here is, we don't gotta resort to violence. We can talk things out like gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice. You walk all over me. You know what I think? You people are real thieves. Bunch of scumbags. Real fallbacks. Don't say I didn't try to keep it peaceful. You guys messed with the wrong legitimate businessman.
Yep, totally legitimate. Totally legitimate.
Time to burn.
Bert.
Here we go.
I'll use a mist potion.
Don't overdo it. Guess it's my turn. Want some more? An opportunity right here. Feel the heat. Burn. Get hurt. Go. Want some more?
All right, let's do bonus round.
I'm gonna make you suck on this. Lay down, asshole. Oh, you in trouble now. You ain't getting your ass out of here. Want some more?
All right, now we have thunder to use on this thing.
Give them hell. Coming at you hard.
And dive kick.
Gotta love it.
Finish him off.
Oh, we have synergy. Let's use that. And Barrett. Let's do thunder again.
I'm in.
Nice.
Come on, you gotta let us off the hook! Off the hook! Off the hook! Off the... off... hook the... off? All we wanted was to sell the treasure for some cash so we could stop stealing and start fresh! It's always been our dream to start a company into honest flag!
And you could have just sold it to us then.
Could throw him a bone.
2,000 gil.
Yeah! What deal? What deal? You guys got yourself a deal!
Sure.
Pleasure doing business! See that, boys? That's how you broker an honest deal! What a deal!
And hey, no more bandit stuff.
You better believe it! From now on, we're earning our money the honest way! As a business! Next business, baby! Next business! Right, let's talk corporate structure. I'm president, and you're my employee. Whoa, employees? Employees! Employees!
Wait, what's a boy do anyway?
If I'm being honest.
Servants? So like,
Don't be a dumbass! And you, quit screwing with his head! Alright, boys! We got work to do! There's glittering riches out there, and your president's gonna lead you to it! Let's business! Yes, sir, Mr. Prez! To the prez!
So, you think they've turned over a new leaf?
No. Very doubtful. Very, very doubtful. Ooh, what do we got here? Utai? No way. Is that a piece of Genji armor?
A fire with purpose. Oh, yet a stripling. One whose metal must be tested.
Please don't answer the question. It's rhetorical. I'm thinking that's Gilgamesh. But I'm digging this a lot. This is a very cool addition.
Cloud! I've confirmed that you are now in possession of the proto-relic. I've already taken the liberty of scanning it, and need only analyze the data. Should I happen to pick up other proto-relic readings, I may request your assistance again. Oh, there is one more thing I should mention.
Okay.
Your device detected a small amount of interference. I can't say for certain, but it's entirely possible that others are looking for proto-relics as well.
What for?
That's what I hope to find out. I'll be in touch if I learn anything new.
Nice. I'm guessing each region probably has a proto-relic then. Alright, so I need to do the combat over here, and we should be good on the intel. I am one of the intel things shy on the one battle, so we might go back and see if we can do that. Turn around, I guess. Heading the wrong way. Probably down that way.
Fiends roam this place.
Rare Toxarat variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol.
Make your way.
together.
Coming through. Let me
So effective at fighting with predators that their population has exploded. This particular variant is extremely
It's on you.
I got it. On its prey before attacking in mass. Such tactics allow them to hunt creatures as large as alpha.
Alright. We need to stagger these things. Ice. So Tifa.
You'll understand why they're considered such a menace. With any luck, this will select your best, finding a way to reduce their numbers.
Come on, pressure. Stagger. Excellent.
Battle objectives completed. I knew you had it in you. Way to go.
Yeah, the only one I still have left to do is this one. So let's see if we can do this one.
We won't hold back. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? Are capable of reaching threats, allowing them to access the sunlit locations as they choose to represent. Let's go. Storms. I can't help but wonder what this variant might taste like. Further research
Take the lead.
may reveal
Nice.
Excellent work completing our combat objectives.
There we go.
It wasn't much of a challenge.
Oh, but that didn't round out the intel. Oh, we have another combat one down here, I see. Alright, let's go rest at the ranch, and then we'll head down there. Very nice. Okay. Go down there by Chocobo. Oh, wandered right into battle.
You're done. Need a breather. Get on you.
I'm all warmed up.
Here we go. I like how they've kind of handled the battles in this, where the encounters are just out in the world and you can kind of avoid them if you want to. Kind of what I would have expected it to be. So it's not totally random. That if you're in a tight spot health-wise, you can avoid if you need to.
I smell fiends.
Rare alpha-dunk variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. The docile disposition of the alpha-dunk led to its widespread adoption as a beast of burden. Applications included agriculture, transportation, and even warfare. Variants like these, however, were valued as a source of hides and tusks used for arts and crafts. Unfortunately, they are a notoriously difficult creature to raise in captivity, and were usurped by the now ubiquitous Chocobo. At present, the only remaining wild alpha-dunks can be found here, in the grasslands. Most are aggressive, especially these ones, which fly with sight and thorough, forced to threats for cannibals and humans.
I got you now.
Just know I'm cheering for you!
Fire and ice.
Big bang! What the hell?
Alright, Cloud.
I got this. Hold on! You're down!
And stay on surprise!
Freeze!
Wow, I almost feel sorry for that. Come on! Keep it up!
Barrett, can we do some maximum fury?
Watch yourself.
My turn.
Wow! What a fight!
Burn. Get ready.
I need a stagger one though.
No
on. Yes.
That's that.
Very nice.
It's completed. We've accrued a lot of great data, thanks to you. Bravo! That was an extraordinary display. The data you collected will prove invaluable. In fact, we've already used it to produce a new combat trial. Check it out.
What? I see that Mai has already covered everything, which means I have nothing to add at this time.
But we just got all the world intel for this region, so we're doing pretty well. What was this quest again? Oh, I need to report back to him for that mission. Okay. So I'm gonna fast travel back to Calm. Oh yeah, we need to do the rest of this side mission here.
That's so. If Mildred's happy, I'm happy.
She said you've got a world to see.
She just wants an excuse to travel. But I am overdue for a vacation. Think I've been working myself too hard lately.
Rest would do you good. What is this terrible scent? It's reminiscent of Hojo's lab.
It's time. Time to go. To leave.
Oh no.
You okay?
It's just the degradation. Every soldier's gotta make their peace with it. Now you know why I can't see any old doctor. You're a soldier too, aren't you?
Ex-soldier, actually.
Didn't mean to scare you. The symptoms aren't always the same. And who knows? You might be one of the lucky ones.
Right.
Just don't take your youth for granted. All right? You only get one shot at life. And you can't let Shinra take it from you. You can't let them win. I'd heard the rumors about cellular degradation, but didn't believe them. Didn't want to believe them. Till I had no choice. Need to rest. Get my strength up. So I can see Mildred's windmills. I left the service to keep this place and my parents' memory alive. I'll be damned if I lose it too because of this illness. People love to spread rumors about soldiers. Don't you pay them any mind. I'd heard the rumors about cellular...
Okay, I love this expansion to the story. And that's something I need to not take for granted is the side quest in recent Square titles. Because my goodness, the story additions to 16 were incredible. But man, to get some extra context into this world that I know and love quite deeply, yeah, I need to not overlook side quest in this one. Never underestimate.
Thanks for coming to our Moogle Emporium.
All right, let's do some trading. How many do we have? 19? Let's buy an ether. There we go. Nice. Oh, that is fun. Alright. I suppose I can't fast travel to that spot. Nope. But I can... it's not worth it going there because I need to come around this side. So let's just go... maybe just to here. Alright, through the swamp we go. Definitely faster than swimming. Thank you again for that resub. Yeah, I'm going the right way. The lighting effects in this game are just incredibly well done. It is just very beautiful. And Danger May, there's a Danger Noodle up there, the big snack. Sorry for the view of the Chocobo's butt. Happy to hear it. Is there anything over here? Kind of thinking they wouldn't have put this in unless there was something worthwhile. I think there was like a chest or something back here. Yeah, there was. Oh, a high ether, okay. Oh yeah, Marshy Meyer. It was definitely worthwhile. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know any of the bit that's coming next other than what happened in the original 1997 game, so we're getting into some real fresh territory here. Deeper into darkness.
He's here, isn't he?
I don't know.
Well, monsters sure are.
Mithril Mine. Old Republic tunnels.
Monsters we can handle. We've dealt with worse.
That's easy for you to say. You fought the worst for a living.
Not us, though.
Yeah, good boy. You mind taking the lead, Merc?
For 2,000.
Enough for her standard course. Twice, right?
Her what now?
Ask him.
Cloud?
Oh.
Forget it. You guys need to focus.
Wasn't all.
Was she referencing Madame M's? The hand massages, if I can speak correctly. Because if so, that's amazing. That's a great reference to remake.
that long ago that this place was a working mithril mine. Y'all know about mithril, right?
Not anything specific, no.
It's pretty tough.
And beautiful besides.
Right on both counts. But what you might not realize is just how rare it is. Never been found outside of these caves, in fact. And I ought to know. Worked in a mine myself back in the day. Hard not to learn about the life we live in it.
Should we pick up a few souvenirs then?
We could, but probably not worth it. Shinra's been churning out stuff made with more durable alloys for years now. Even got that signature mithril sheen and everything.
Probably refined with materia too.
Look at you, Mr. Shinra expert.
But I love this music. Each of these tracks are like a remix or kind of reimagining or recomposition of existing songs from the original, and it's just it's hitting me. The nostalgia is just washing over me in waves, and it is phenomenal. And you guys might have to throw me a life preserver because I may drown in the waves of nostalgia. It might happen. I might very well drown in these waters. With a giant grin on my face as well. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. If you haven't played through the full original, I would say do that. And then play Remake, and then play Crisis Core. And then play this very, very wonderful treat of a game. Alright, they're sold out. Oh, we can buy some more healing materia. Yes, please. Alright, so I think what I want to do is I want to take, because Cloud has fire and ice materia, and I want to unequip that one. So we have fire and ice. So we're going to unequip fire. Auto unique ability. Ooh, that's cool. We'll just throw it on there to level that up, and then we're going to swap over to Barret. Give Barret the healing, as well as the fire. And then Tifa, I'm not sure what else we can give Tifa for the time being. Maybe more? Yeah, there we go. And then let's take a peek here. You just got to the original on Switch, so I plan on giving it a proper replay as soon as I get the time. Dude, amazing game. And if you have any questions or get stuck, because there's some spots where I got stuck, definitely feel free to pick my brain, because I'd love to talk about that game all the time. I think I locked myself out of some of those, which is fine. Barret. We don't have enough for you. Tifa. ATB charge rate up. Yes, please. I would very much want that, but we need a connecting node, don't we? Unified refocus. And what's our other one over here? Slip and slide. Let's use that one. Okay. Red doesn't have enough. Aerith doesn't have enough. All right.
It's them.
It seems we've caught up.
Come on.
But I would say definitely as you play through that game, and then you get to play like Remake and some of the more modern ones, you'll feel like some of these themes just hit differently, the music especially, because they've got probably about 15 different mixes of these songs that just kind of interweave throughout, and it's very powerful. And the Rebirth Orchestra is performing. They're set to start touring in August, and they're going to go through March of next year. So if anybody is looking to go to that, here is a link for that tour schedule. A lot of the pre-sales go on sale this week or next week, so definitely keep an eye on that if you are interested. Well,
They're okay.
Yeah,
I like your optimism, Tifa.
but if not, nothing we can do.
Right.
I don't know. We shouldn't just leave him. Know what? I'll go check.
Okay, I'll come too.
Nah, you stay. I know what I'm doing down here. You don't. Last thing we need is you getting hurt on us.
I'll accompany him. I'm no stranger to caves.
Okay.
Okay, if you're sure. Sorry to... I mean, thank you.
You keep track of the other robes now, you hear?
Of course.
Careful down there!
So we just got done specking Barrett out with some new materia. All right, let's swap our materia around then. I think Aerith has a enhanced hunter's bangle now. Oh, that owl bracer is nice. Ooh, that magic defense is way up, but physical defense is down. So we're gonna go enhanced hunter's bangle. Wait, I thought she had one. Oh, did we not? Oh, let's see if we can upgrade that for her real quick. There we go. Now we don't have to equip it at all. We do need to swap out some materia. So we're gonna pick Titan away from Barrett. And we're gonna pull the healing materia away from him as well. And also lightning and fire. And she's got a new weapon. Nope, we're good there. So what's cool is these weapons each have their own ability, and if you master them, then you can use the ability without having that weapon equipped. So I need to get better at doing that. Because Firebolt Blade is learned, but the Buster Sword's Focus Thrust is not. You know what? That's almost worth switching over for. Healing, auto unique, okay. Fire and Ice, assess. Isn't there another one I had equipped on Cloud? Yeah, maybe not. Alright, let's mosey. That guy is in bad shape.
Bring it on!
Best do it right.
Alright, they're weak to fire.
Gotcha!
Moving on then.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Wonder if I over-leveled on the way down here. Can I jump down there? Oh, hey.
Don't hold back. Here it comes. Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. You're up. I'm coming. That's it. You'll see. Hey!
Oh, this is shocking.
That was weird.
That was weird.
And you're safe.
Okay. I want to see what that ability is here. So what is the Chrono Aegis? Raise a barrier that damages and temporarily freezes enemies who attempt to strike you. That is pretty nice. Activate the effects of the ward one time, only while ward is on the field. Okay, so we do need to get Arcane Ward, because that was pretty overpowered in Remake. Okay. And Tifa, I don't think we have any new weapons for her. The dive kick is already learned. Before we go too much further down, some new materia here. AP up. Pretty nice. Curious if this goes back to... Okay, cool. We didn't miss anything. I was scared that we would have by dropping down there. Kinda wanna put AP up on Cloud. Alright. We gotta open materia slot, so we can do that. Oh, for linked materia. So that would have to go here. And it's already maxed. That's fine. Get that healing leveled up a little bit faster.
Keep it together. I got this. Good luck. I'll take care of them. There. Busy? Ready? Go on. That's that. One more shot. This one you win. But that's over.
Such a very beautiful looking game too, my goodness.
Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. You're up. I'll show you what I can do. And catch. Get ready.
Alright, let's give it the Chrono.
One step at a time. For you.
Alright, something tells me down is maybe the way forward. Let's just take a peek. That big guy looks like he's no fun, so we're just gonna sneak on down here real quick for a second. Oh, it's a way around him. Well, let's fight him.
Give it all you got.
Go on.
Allow me.
Assess. Weak to fire. Beastmen that lived deep within the caves long before humans began their mining operations, though generally peaceful, they will defend their territory with untold ferocity when threatened.
Don't overdo it.
Watch yourself. Here goes. How's this?
Oh no. Be nice to Aerith. Be nice to Aerith, you big jerk. Again, he's just defending his home, so who's the jerk here, really? It's me. The jerk is me.
I got your note.
Okay, weak to wind. Airborne lizards that live in the mines. They used to avoid humans, choosing to nest deep inside the caves. After the tunnels were closed off, however, they began to expand their territory.
Keep it together.
I'll take care of them. Go on! Cut! Enjoy the ride. Okay. So bad.
Good work, Aerith. My goodness. Looks dangerous. Oh, L2.
Wow. This place is huge.
What's that?
Hopefully, I took it out of here.
Let's see.
I love how a lot of songs on the soundtrack, they have a weird mix of melancholy versus like hopeful curiosity. And they just kind of play back and forth off each other like that. It's the only way I can describe it, but I just really, really dig it. Tifa was doing some parkour there. My goodness. Oh, enemies?
Okay then.
Try this. Take the lead.
It's on you. Here goes. Ha! Ha! Here it comes. One more shot. No surprises there.
Oh, cool. They included a button that you can hold to multi-use it instead of having to go through the menu every time. I think that was a quality of life thing that they improved over Remake. That's neat. I wonder if we can use this minecart as a makeshift ladder. Just so conveniently placed for such a task. Alright, I'm gonna check things out just a little bit here. And a good thing, because I missed this chest. And there's a lift that we probably can't use. Alright. There we go. There's no way out that way.
On you.
So it's my turn?
Here we go.
Oh, come on. I feel you. You'll see. That'll do. Moving on then.
Here we go. Here's the items that I couldn't see from the other side. It's a long drop. Get up there, so I think we need to go back. Let's see here. Nothing we can really climb right there. Oh, look at that, a ladder. It's just blending in right past my eyes, right in front of me. Okay, so this was just the straightforward path. Down there. we have multiple ogres we have to deal with.
Birds always run away, right? That was close. Hey!
Need a light? Keep it together.
I'm coming! Get ready! Work it out!
Let's use our chrono.
Get him! So long. Too late.
Right, and then we can use fire on this guy.
All done.
Oh, my healing materia improved. That is nice. So Cloud must have Cura then? If we had the MP for it. Okay. Yeah, I have words for Capra Demon that I would rather not repeat on stream, so I would just give a few of these of yeah, that's how I feel about the Capra Demon, just not a fan.
I don't see any black robes. Did we lose them?
Still got time to catch up.
If any of them are still alive.
Yeah, they put you in just the tiniest little alleyway. And then it would have been bad enough just having the Capra Demon, but then you have the two dogs as well, that it just gets so claustrophobic, and the dogs stun lock you to no end. And so it's just awful. Honestly, one of my least favorite bosses in the series, and especially Dark Souls 1. Just because of that boss arena being so awful. It's so bad. I think, yeah, we can level some stuff up here. So we're going to level enhanced attack, formidable counter, relentless rush. Cloud launches Tifa toward an enemy to attack in tandem. Ooh, staggered time extension. Yes, please. 100% yes, please. And Tifa, we can go... Where can we go with Tifa? United Refocus. Temporary 3-charge ATB gauge. That is nice. ATB charge rate up. Or... Gale Impulse. Let's go Unified. Or United Refocus, rather. And then for Aerith, we're either going to go Magic Defense up, Spellbound Blast, or Heat Wave, or what are our other options? Combat Savior. Learn this ability to strengthen fire materia spells. Well, we already have fire materia. Let's go that route. We'll get to the other ones soon. And Barrett, kind of like Mad Dash. Red 13, we can go Snow Flurry. Oh, Phantom Fang. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's right. You did get the Black Knight sword, and that is a rare drop, dude. That is incredibly awesome that you got that early. Any of those Black Knight weapons in Dark Souls are just incredibly rare. Phoenix Downs. I think we're fine. Maybe some more potions. They're pretty cheap.
Up okay?
He's been through worse. He's been instructed to take some time to himself. To relax. Recuperate.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds a lot like a nice, long, all expenses paid vacation.
Well, more or less.
Lucky.
Hardly. He's bored out of his mind.
Oh, it's the Turks, and especially Rude and Elena. This is the first time we've met Elena in Rebirth here. This is cool.
Probably misses it.
Wait.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just keep talking.
Seriously? What are we even doing here? Sorry, but I gotta say it. This mission, it makes no sense. Why are we wasting our time following these hooded weirdos around?
Orders are orders. The whys and wherefores are not our concern.
Yeesh. Maybe you need a vacation. So about him, Mr. Workaholic. Thoughts? I say we put him down. I mean, that's what Sung would do if he was here. Assholes. Who's there?
Sharp ears.
Damn it.
Well, I guess we fight.
No freaking way.
Avalanche.
Feast your eyes on the Turks' latest and greatest, Elena. But you three can call me your worst nightmare. Where's Reno?
On vacation.
And unfortunately for you, I'm here to fill in.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk. And a consummate professional.
Go, let's go. Let's assess Elena. She's weak to light. A new operative with the Turks unit of Shinra's General Affairs Division. After distinguishing herself in the military academy, she was brought into the fold as the unit's newest member. What she lacks in practical experience, she makes up for with enthusiasm.
It's on you.
Let me in. Here goes. Whatever, just follow my lead. This one's for you.
I think Rude is weak to wind, but we're gonna use oh, we can't use anything on him right now.
It's your turn.
Oh, he actually attacks Tifa in this one. Interesting. Oh, yeah, he's weak to lightning, or not lightning, but wind.
Let's do this. Deal with that.
I'll take care of them.
Spells, Wind of Thunder on Elena. Nope, not fire.
Rude.
Just like we practiced.
Gotcha. Go on. Watch out for high winds.
I don't like what they're building toward.
The name's Elena.
And that kind of hurt. Oh, yeah. Yep. Kira on Tifa.
Oh, that really sucks.
Taking over. It's on you.
I got this. Come on.
Shit.
Gotcha. Hands away. I'll never make a frigate. You're up. Here goes. Too much?
Oh, we might get a stagger.
We don't want to hurt you. Here it comes.
What do we have for synergy? Firework Blade or Divine Punishment? Divine Punishment, please.
One more Tifa. I'm in. Don't give up now, you guys.
Certain synergy abilities can raise a character's limit level, which will in turn unlock more powerful limit breaks. Cloud can perform Cross Slash at limit level 1 and Ascension at level 2. Level 3 limit break attacks through your character's folios. Okay. Very cool.
Sorry. Making a drink.
Oh, Elena is defeated. We can heal with Aerith. And she also has wind. There we go. Oh, limit break. Ooh, Dolphin Flurry. Okay. Heck yeah.
Hands in the air, right now. Better
that was awesome.
Where I can see it, lest you want a hole in your head. Now then, y'all got a lot to answer for. A lot of blood on your hands.
You need someone to blame.
Wow, Sung.
I suggest you look in the mirror.
For us, however, things have changed. While you're still wanted fugitives, if you stay out of our way, we'll stay out of yours.
Oh yeah? Bullshit!
Take care of Aerith for me. Elena!
Nice one, Red!
Oh man. This is so much more game than I could have ever hoped for.
Just gonna float there.
Hey, where are the others?
You okay?
We're good. Just taking a quick dip to get the crime off.
Do you see a way back up?
We'll find one.
Yeah, we don't see one quite yet.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So now we get to play as Barrett in Red 13. I'm digging this a lot.
Hojo's lab was filled with men like this. Mako poisoned. Every last one of them.
Poor bastards. What do you think their deal is? Where they going?
They're following Sephiroth, or so Cloud seems to think.
He did say that. Let's hope the boy can keep it together.
Exploring as Barrett. Okay, so we can actually aim with that this time. I think. Sort of. Alright. Let's go rest real quick. And we're gonna need to do some materia swap. I like how they make these machines look all broken down here. Get a couple high potions out of this. Very nice. And our folios. Yeah, we already spent a lot of that. Let's see, materia. We have steel and HP up. Let's grab Cloud's healing. And also his fire and ice. And then maybe Tifa's, actually his assess. And then we also need to throw a summon on, so we're going to pull Titan back from Aerith. And we're going to throw Ifrit on Red 13. We've got Poison on right now. Let's grab Aerith's healing, so we can both heal. And then also the ice materia. Actually, we have fire and ice on Barrett, don't we? Let's go lightning. Yeah, there we go. And maybe we can adjust the bangle here for something that's going to be a little more balanced for Red 13. Oh yeah, let's go Owl Bracer. And that gives us another materia slot as well. Let's go Cleansing. Perfect. And then we can do... Oh, this Whistlewind Scarf. I forgot that we got that. Ooh, slight boost on ATB at the beginning of the battle. That is nice. That is wonderful. All right. Yeah, there goes Barrett, you know, an eco-terrorist or climate activist. Either way you want to frame it. Now he's busting up stuff in the natural resources. You know, they talk about, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the concept called ludonarrative dissonance, and it's where the gameplay doesn't kind of match the characters' motivations or their morality or things like that. And I feel like there's just a tiny touch with him destroying the environment in this little area here. Oh, this battle theme of this. That is nice.
Let's make it.
Rare item drop, stealable item, ether onion. Okay. And they're weak against fire.
Want some more?
Did it say it's immune to steel?
Bring it home.
Follow my lead. Not enough.
All right, Barrett.
Got this in now.
Now can we steal?
Suck on this. Don't stop sucking.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Nice. I mean, I would be lying too if I said that it wasn't fun just shooting stuff with a machine gun arm, so.
All right. Now how we getting out of here?
That might be an option.
Oh, the music is absolutely phenomenal in this game. The music is just beyond words incredible.
Bring in the heat. That shit hurts, don't it? Want some more? Got enough. You ain't getting out of this.
Let's see if we can steal from the crab.
Don't stop now!
The fiery impulse.
Opportunity right here.
I'm still always amazed when I see Barrett climbing and how he's used to doing things with one arm, but I'm just continually impressed because I just think of how difficult that would be. And he just does it. No big deal. There's some other stuff down here that I feel like... I don't know. Let's check this first. I just feel like Barrett is such a cool character and such an inspiration for people that may have disabilities. I mean, it's interesting to see that in a game that was created in, you know, 1996, 97. Oh, Hobo, enjoy your sleeps, dude. Enjoy the world out of your sleeps, and please take care. And I look forward to seeing some more Dark Souls from you tomorrow night. Please take care, and thanks again for treating us to the sounds of House of Tomorrow yesterday. That was much appreciated, dude. Can we get some hearts for our friend Hobo? Have a wonderful night, man. We'll see you real soon. Please take care. Do Fiery Impulse, and maybe it'll hit both of them. There we go, stagger and steal.
You ain't getting out of this. See ya. Fuck on this.
Alright, red 13. Let's go wildfire.
Want some more? Kiss my ass. It's over. Don't look now. It's about to get real.
Let's do some bonus rounds.
Just for you. And don't come back.
So we can climb this. Which is just insane to me that he can do this. Can we like go back down and then over? Can we go over? There we are. I want to check out this little area here. Is it worth going back down for that? Come on, pick it up. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Going red. Nice. Of big rocks there. So maybe that wasn't our way forward? Letting me back down. Okay, I guess it is. Let's just go back all the way down now. Head over here first.
You're up.
Going in. I have defeated. It's over.
Stardust Rain.
Answer me.
Oh yeah.
I have
I love Red 13. Was a near constant party member in my party growing up. So I'm happy that we get to play as him in this game. Very, very happy about that. In Hi-Fi, I don't know if I've asked you about the Final Fantasy games, if you've ever played them. If so, which one was your first? Which one is your favorite? Do they happen to be the same game? Oh, there's a materia over here I would have missed. Got here. You know what? I need to look back at the original, but there was like a materia you could get climbing up like a bit of a formation like this in the original game, and I'm curious if that one was MP up as well. That would be crazy if they did that. That'd be a crazy obscure reference, but it would be so cool. Those guys are already back down there. So clearly I just missed climbing something over here. That's alright. We got the new material, which is really good. back over here. Oh. No, wait, I jumped up here. Right? Okay, there's clearly something I'm missing. Oh, terrain action? Because if I could walk up this tree... My lord. I don't know what that was all about. Are you okay, dude? Okay. Probably just woolly braining this thing. Okay. I feel like I'm missing a prompt or something, which is typical for me. But just in case it's not just a woolly thing. I'm gonna drop a save into slot 4. Actually, let's go probably here instead. Okay, so I could pull those materia in if I want to. Oh, I guess I don't have to go out to the main menu. I could have just loaded from there. Let's just load up our save. See if something didn't just lock up or something. Maybe this isn't the way to go then. Okay. I mean, there's clearly spots up here. Nothing I can climb. Oh, there is something I can climb right here. Boy, that was hiding in plain sight. That is embarrassing. That wasn't embarrassing at all. See, I'm not somebody that's complaining about yellow paint, but I could have maybe used a touch more of it there. Good wind on these guys, okay. Nice, that was a good block.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Oh, this is beautiful, man. This game is just absolutely stunning. Okay, so that's where I was at. Treasure over here.
And don't come back. How'd you like that? Golden opportunity right here. Get your ass out of here.
It almost kind of felt like he was glitching through things a little bit there. I mean, overall, though, the movement in this game is pretty nice. Pretty fluid. Kind of makes me want to go back after I play this and do a playthrough or remake and see how it holds up. And thank you for the words there, Hi-Fi. That is much appreciated. I felt like a dummy there. Ooh, bulletproof vest. Very nice. I'm guessing we have to flip this switch to climb up there. Oh, wait. We need to pull the cart back on the track. Yep. There we go. It'd be nice if I could have just called out to Red 13 to do it. There we go. Maybe a little closer. There we go. Explore everything first.
Stay focused.
And they're weak to fire.
Fuck on me! Gotta love it! Like playing with fire? Want some more? Fuck on me! Fired up!
There we go. Can we steal? Oh, never mind. I love how Barrett sings the victory tune. Wait, that's okay. Anything else over here? Oh, hey. 3 boxes to blow up.
Well, now, look who it is.
Hey guys! Over here!
Y'all taking a breather, or what?
The bridge is out!
Do you think you can give us a hand?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I don't know if that's the right phrase to use with Barrett.
For $2,000.
Hilarious.
Wait, there's something else? Oh. very nice.
See ya! Oh, you in trouble now! But he's pouring it on! Want some more? How'd you like
Get
that?
ahead of ourselves.
Oh, did I miss that? Oh, hey, treasure. Okay. Something tells me that other way was the, like some bonus items. So we're gonna go back this way. Also, we didn't check out the vending machine. I think our folios are good, but just to double check.
Some way we can dislodge that container.
Said he'd do it for 2,000, and we just picked up 1,000, so we're getting paid. I like their banter back and forth about the money, like he's still, you know, doing the whole mercenary for hire thing for Avalanche. Right, so let's hold this. Okay, so we need to push it through there and then switch it back. Come on now. Oh, L2, not R2. There are some scenes where they've made really great use of the adaptive triggers so far, and this stage has not done that. But there's been some really cool parts that have used that. It's one thing I do like about the PS5. The PS5 does have some really, really cool things that it's doing with the adaptive triggers and that type of gameplay immersion. It seems like a gimmick until you play something with it, and then it's like, oh, that's pretty nice. Good work.
Appreciate it.
$2,000. And don't you forget.
Okay, so they went that way.
don't think we can open it from here.
See a button or a lever?
One sec.
Oh, cool. They open it for us. All right. That's cool.
Thanks. We owe you.
Yep. $2,000.
Nice. I like that. I love how snarky Aerith is in this. She's definitely got a lot of personality. And Brianna White, the voice actress, did a very, very amazing job. I feel like this is a boss battle. Oh, this is neat.
Oh shit. Think we look it up. Then it's time to rock Cranky Boy here back to sleep. Ah! Looks like that hurt you. Kiss my ass.
Little Golem. What can we find out about you? Weak to lightning? Okay. An amalgamation of mithril ore, given life after a seismic shift, caused Mako to pour from the earth. It uses rocks in the cave to do away with intruders. Resistant to physical attacks, but damaging its head will pressure it, making physical attacks more effective. Okay.
Gotta love it. Come on. Please. Bring it in. Now's our chance. Hit it with everything you've got.
There we go. Oh, we don't have lightning. I forgot to re-equip that. Oh, but we do have the ability, though.
I'm surprised. Want some more? Hope you don't mind if I fill you full of holes. So that's how you want to play it, huh?
Aspidoo, welcome in.
Gotta love it. Suck on this.
Impressive.
Want some more? Kiss my ass. It hurts. I've got something just for you.
Messed that one up.
Follow my lead. I have you.
Let's heal. There we go.
Damn! This sucker keeps on getting bigger and bigger. But hey, just means it's that much easier to get. Clever.
That was enough.
Guess it's my turn.
Oh boy. I kind of of want to wait until he's staggered to use my synergy.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop!
Oh boy. Not good.
Keep it up.
There we go. There we go. Let's overfang this thing. Yes, let's go.
Don't let up now. This is now. Bring in the heat. Want some more?
Oh wait, we have Thundara?
Golden opportunity right here. Want some more?
Let's give him electric impulse. Let's see here. Potion. Red. Hit him with another Thundara.
Let's go.
Oh boy. This isn't good. High potion.
I'm still kicking. We gotta cripple this thing fast, or else. Want some more? Little pick me up.
Red. Let's do Howling Moon.
Oh yeah! I've been waiting for this.
Yes. And Barrett. Oh, Catastrophe. Let's go.
If it's an ass whooping you want, you're about to get that system. That's a mighty fine staircase. Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. Oh, man. That was a thrill ride right there. These big boss battles are so fun. They are so very fun. Well done, Square. Oh, the gate is already open. Okay. Oh, that was the, okay. So that's where they were earlier. Come on, pick it up. Come on. There we go. Romo dude, what chapter are you on? How was your stream? If you're still hanging about in chat here, dude. Hopefully you had a groovy time. My goodness. I don't think we go down. Looks like that's an option, though. Okay. So this is back where they fought the Turks? Alright.
Hey!
What took you?
Stumbled on the killer rock formation and couldn't tear ourselves away.
The ground here could give way at any moment. We shouldn't linger.
True, but don't forget, Shinra knows we're here now. Maybe more of them outside.
That doesn't make any difference to me. I ain't stopping. Not for them or anyone. Not after Midgar. Not after what we saw. We all know what's at stake here. The fate of the world. So if they get in our way, that's on them.
Right. Let's get back to tailing the guys in robes. They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Okay, I should probably reslot the materia. Wish they had kind of a better process for that. Healing, steel. Hey, thank you for the new follow. They are anonymous around here, but if you feel like hopping in chat and saying hello, you're more than welcome. And we do have a little bit of a delay on that, so we're avoiding spoilers for the main game, and I hope you are okay with that. But I appreciate the new follow all the same. Thank you very much. So we had AP up, and we had that on healing, right? Which that one did level up, so let's throw that on fire and ice. Put our healing back on, and then assess. And then Tifa, you had ice. What else did you have? Go ahead and throw on steel on Tifa. And Aerith, we're gonna throw the other heal. And I want to say MP up. And then we'll throw Titan there. And Tifa's got Shiva. Perfect. Perfect. Oh wait, I forgot. I had originally had Barret and Tifa before going into the caves. This was not a good thing with my MP here. Or not my MP, but my materia.
No escape. Take the lead.
I got it.
Time to burn.
There we go. There we go. We're okay. I should probably switch. There we go. Man, I love the music in this game. It's just so much of the original, but so much new. And the way it all blends together is a literal chef's kiss. You be nice to Roxy. Looks like Roxy's re-entered the party. Barely. What are you doing, dude? It's okay. There's Roxy. There's Roxy girl. Yep, she re-entered the party. She rejoined the party. We were lost without you for a minute there, Rox, but we made it through. Just barely. Just barely. Okay. Oh, man. I'm not ready for this.
Hey, check it out.
Just them?
Guess so.
Oh my god. He ain't coming back.
Suppose not. Is that Fort Condor over there?
That city they're headed to, is that...
The Junin?
Shinra territory. Come on.
You can see the high wind over there? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Junon. And a new summon in the combat sim. Nice. Oh, and we had the new Junon theme. Oh, this is nice. This is new music for this game.
Where did that bird even come from, you think?
There's a story about a great condor said to roost on an island's abandoned reactor, though there's no longer any way to reach the isle. Or at least, none that I'm aware of.
Nature's finally reclaiming what Shinra stole.
Well, even if we could get there, I'd rather not bother. Didn't seem...
Oh, this is cool.
Agreed.
Okay.
Let's focus on where we can go.
Unfortunately, I don't want to quit, but I have to because I've been staying up too late playing Elden Ring and other games recently, so I do need to actually get some rest tonight. But that's a good spot, a good chapter 4. We'll start with chapter 4 next. I usually say, next week or whatever, but we're playing this again on Wednesday, so just a couple more nights.